What's up, everyone? You're tuning into the Diamond Strong Podcast. It's where you come feeling good and you leave feeling great. The action starts now.
Lower this shit.
Do you remember your first video? What was your first video when you were a kid, Cory?
Dude, I was making videos since middle school. But you remember, like, back in the day when you were lighting your hand on fire? I could go way back to there. But
Oh, and I remember you guys recording yourselves like at the house.
when
What?
Playing basketball.
Skateboarding?
with the Sony Ericsson,
Yeah.
with the phone that was like,
Yes,
you couldn't even see your teeth. Yeah, bro.
But it did have a
And
memory chip.
dunked.
Yes. We would put the rim at like 4 feet and just,
Yeah, I remember that. I
and just
remember that.
jam.
Hey, yo, Armando, tell the Zach Collins sleepover story at your house.
Is that kind of sleepover story?
Do you remember that one?
Which one?
That if he could do,
Oh, if you could dunk or something.
he could sleep over.
Because Zach like hadn't dunked the whole day, and then it was on the ropes of like Zach was asking if he could sleep over, and then you were like, if he dunks it right now, only way. You remember that?
No.
Bro,
What?
what? I remember that perfectly.
Yes, bro.
Zach was like the only one not really like dunking that day.
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Well, bro, that's not his fault. That's his parents' fault because he had a lot of weight in the bottom.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember that.
My boy can't jump. I do remember Zach having these huge feet compared to all you guys, especially his toes, man. His toes were like this mic here. They were like huge like that.
Bro, but listen, I can't believe you don't remember this. It was like when we always wanted to have sleepovers, and you were like, bro, no. Like, no shot. The only way is like if Zach dunks it. If Zach gets the ball and goes down and yams it, and we were all going nuts.
No, but it fell too. I think
the
the rim
rim
fell on
rim
him.
and everything. And it fell.
Damn, I can't believe you don't remember that.
No,
Yeah.
I do remember when you stopped at Kanuski's house.
No, you
That was
remember.
crazy.
That's what I'm surprised, because you remember everything. You
What
remember-
happened at Charlie's house?
Charlie, okay, so Cory's like 7, 8 years old, and I needed to go to a wedding, and I had no babysitting. And I didn't trust anybody other than my family, you know?
Of course.
So I had gotten to know Tony, you know, baseball, you start talking to certain parents more than others. And me and Tony hit it off, and I was like, Tony, I'm in a bind, man, I gotta go to this wedding. He's like, dude, don't worry about that, man, no, have a good time, let him sleep over.
Was this my first sleepover?
That was your first sleepover. Not a stranger, not a stranger, but a friend's house that I didn't know Tony that much, just my baseball, that's it. But he was a nice guy, whatever, and I was like, I told my ex-wife, man, I don't know what other, no, let's do it, he'll be fine, okay. So anyway, I go to the wedding, dude, I have a great time, and then, you know, Cory sleeps over, and then the next day, when I go pick him up, Tony's like, hey man, listen, I want to tell you beforehand, something happened, I don't know, and I'm like, what, you know, I got concerned, I'm like, what happened? He goes, well, I don't get along with my neighbor,
Dude, I couldn't sleep.
and the kids were in the pool,
I couldn't sleep.
and the guy's telling me to lower the music, and all of a sudden, man, we just start having it out. F this and F that, and I can't turn the music down, and I was saying F you, and when I saw your son's face, man,
Bro, I've never been that scared in my life. That was crazy.
and I'm like, you'll be fine. He goes, no, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm really embarrassed. I'm sorry, you know. And I was like,
You should have said, hey, where's your neighbor at? Which one is it? Let's go over there,
Yeah,
bro. I'll
for
show
sure,
you.
though.
I'll show you.
Yeah,
That
for
guy-
sure.
I'll show you how we can yell at him.
That guy had issues, bro.
It was the one in the back, right?
Yeah.
Yes, bro. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
It's crazy how like you never forget little things like that. Like
What?
that was my first sleepover, and I remember perfectly how scared I was, bro. It was like I jumped in, the dog barked, and then you hear a door go, and then I'm like, he goes, hey, you don't shut that damn dog up, and F this and F that. I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna kick your ass. And it's just me and Charlie like this looking at each other like this.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, bro, and then Charlie goes, yes, and I go,
Yeah, 'cause he's used to it.
no.
But
I
you,
go,
man, yeah,
dude, I couldn't sleep that night, dude.
Yo, and that's crazy because that's here, bro. And we're from Hialeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Exactly,
they say about Hialeah,
no,
bro.
and Tony, I mean, I couldn't imagine Tony ever
Yelling.
getting to that point.
Yeah, the two nicest people, like you're just there, and that's the least thing I expected.
Yeah.
So I was like traumatized.
Oh man.
There's too many sleepover stories, dude.
No, bro. Sleeping over at Danny's house. I'll never forget the first time I go over to Danny's house. I think I told it to Zach when I was talking to Zach. Going to Danny's house and waking up in the morning. And this guy goes, hey, what kind of cereal do you want for breakfast, bro? What kind of cereal? And he pulls out a bowl like that, bro. A bowl like this. I go, bro, I guess he opens up the pantry, 15 different cereals. I go, bro, I guess I'll have Frosted Flakes. He goes, that's it? Just Frosted Flakes?
Sleeping over at Denny's like Disney World too.
Bro, he pulled like 4 boxes. He just started dumping them all into the bowl.
Bro.
Into his own.
Didn't they have that like a huge fridge in the garage that had freaking everything?
Yes,
And freezing. Like the Gatorade was so cold.
But not frozen.
No, right
at the edge, bro.
Yeah. Perfect. No, it was perfect. And I think he had 400 bats in his garage. Like,
dude, let me tell you something. The first time, and I even told him this the other day when I first met Zardon, the dad.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm just meeting these guys. Cory made the travel team, so I was, I'm happy for the kid. Whatever, I show up to practice. First time I ever meet Zardon, I'm with Mary. We're meeting some of the parents, the coaches, and stuff. And you know what Zardon tells me? First thing he's ever told me. Hey, with all due respect, man, baby's got back. I go, excuse me? Yeah, baby's got back. I go, are you talking about my wife, man? I go, I don't even know you, man. Right then and there, I told myself, this guy's special.
Bro, yeah, that's man.
Oh my god. Bro, tell me if you saw a picture of Dr. Z, you would think that he is the way he is.
No
shot.
Way,
Right?
No way, man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's like a librarian, like a guy should be like putting books away, and
Bro, the funniest guy probably.
and he's the funniest guy on earth, man.
No, hilarious, bro.
The thing about him, he's got no filter, man.
Yeah.
No filter.
Zero, bro.
Like I told my girlfriend now when she's gonna meet, I go, listen, do me a favor, understand, don't take nothing personal.
Yeah.
Whatever he says, just remember what I'm telling you at this point, please.
Do not let this ruin your night,
She's
right?
cool like that, but I'm telling her, no, you don't understand, this guy and a couple drinks.
Which is honestly what I love about him, man.
Yeah.
No, it is the best.
That guy won't change for no one. That's the way it should be.
Oh my gosh,
But
dude,
man.
going to his office is hilarious.
Yeah.
He's the same, bro. He's the same.
He does not change. He does not change.
Oh my gosh. What's all right, bro. Let's talk about the videos.
Yeah, dude, you're asking me when I made the first
beginning,
video,
yeah.
but like that always stuck with me, and you know me. Like, that's speaking of never changing for anyone. Like, I went to college, and that's when like Vine was hot.
Ooh.
And in high school, I was
Popping.
popping off. They would call me by my Instagram name, not even my name. Like, girls would be like, Cory boy, whatever. I'm like, no idea, but she knows my Vine, I guess, my Instagram. So I loved that. Like, I always had ideas. I went to Marshall my freshman year, and I was just like, right off the bat, a week in there, I was like, yo, I got an idea, we gotta do this. And people are like, bro, who is this guy? And I would just make a video, and like it would start going viral, and I loved that feeling. Like, after baseball, that was like kind of like my thing. Like, I love that stuff. And dude, like 1 week into it, my coach hits me up like, yo, delete social media. And I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, delete social media. And he's like, it's getting a lot of attention. I go, but I'm not doing negative. I'm like, we're dancing in a locker room. What the heck?
Yeah.
Why would I stop being me? Like, what the heck? And that's something, like, even though I had to like work around it, I still was always me. Like, like in that era when TikTok wasn't a thing, I was still posting videos because I knew I wasn't being like, it's not like I'm posting, in the locker room with a red Solo cup and
drinking.
Dude, I was posting funny stuff, like dancing
positive.
around, like
it was hilarious, bro. It was really funny.
You're playing a sport that requires you to have, you have to have
On
fun.
the contrary, man, like, I'm his dad and I'm watching it, and I had mixed feelings about it, but I remember feeling, this is actually a good recruiting thing for the school.
Bro,
yeah.
Yes, man.
Oh yeah, this is back in the
I'm
day.
gonna watch it and say, man, I want to be in that locker room.
Yeah, I want to be there.
This is
So
back in the
to
day.
me, I
when-
was like, he's doing something positive.
This is before like social media was as like everyone has social media now and people are getting paid. This was when like I would post and it's like it's immediately it's negative. It's like, oh no, all you care about is Instagram posts and all this. I'm like, no man, I'm like proud to show off my school. Like, first of all, nobody's coming here to visit this school, and 3 people just committed after I made this video. And the guy's like, dude, he's like, we lost. I remember one time this story right here is like insane. I remember one time, my sophomore year, after he had said, you know, no social media, oh my God, you are a terrible person if you post videos. And I remember posting a video that went viral, the Running Man Challenge. Remember that?
Yeah.
Right now on YouTube, if you look it up, top 10 ever, 1 million views right now. And I remember doing the dance and everyone being in such a good mood after a practice, and nobody was ever in the locker room at my school, at Marshall University. And dude, it was bringing people together. We had a game the next day. We were on the bus like, yo, let's go to Morgantown, our rival. Dude, we ended up losing 6-4, and it was a fall ball game. So like a developing, like you gotta feel good about. You just played a team in the Big 12, Big 10, whatever. Yeah. And we're like, okay, you know, we got some stuff to work on, but we competed. The dude starts ripping everybody in the bus, going, and he's like, yeah, we don't lose to WVU. And I'm like, you're right. You know, he's got a point. He's like, and some of us want to make a dancing video, and that's why we can't win a game. And I literally looked at my left and right. I go, is he saying that we lost the video because I just made we lost the game because I made a video that we
10-second video
that went viral? It wasn't because Jimmy missed a bunch sign.
No.
God forbid, no way. It was because I made a video 2 days before in a great mood and having everybody, you know, just in a good mood in the locker room. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I go, nah, that guy's got the problem. Yeah. I go, I'm gonna be me and I'm gonna keep doing me. That's why whatever baseball ends for me, college baseball ends, and like, I don't know, 3 years ago, right when this whole NIL thing starts, and I still kept doing me.
You have to.
Got invited to go try out for a team like the Bananas, which was like amazing, and it was just all like-minded people that just like to have fun, don't really care.
Well, that's what I was gonna say too, man. Like in Marshall, I remember that the roster was so diverse. You know, you got kids from West Virginia and Hialeah, and then like kids from all over following their dream. And then you see that video and you see them all doing something together, man. That was positive.
So cool,
positive. Yeah. It's just little things like that I kept saying, like, listen, I love this, and God forbid baseball doesn't work out. This is me. This is what I do. Like, I love posting videos.
Bro, you know what's crazy about that though? I feel I went through the same thing. I didn't go through it because I didn't do videos all the time like that. Yeah. But when you get to college, the first thing that they do, especially when we got into school, was a compliance meeting. Yeah. Don't be putting stuff out on the internet.
Yeah.
I mean, there was teams that just deleted your social media, period.
Yeah.
But hey, no social media at all. Dude, I go back now and like they have meetings about social media, about like, hey, promote yourself on social media, all your deals that you have, make sure. Like, these kids are talking about money and
right.
Oh, you imagine, like, we could have done the same thing back then, but then again, it was against NCAA rules.
Yeah.
Dude, I walked into a meeting one day, a compliance meeting. I think it was my sophomore year. Great freshman year. I get there my sophomore year. We're in a compliance meeting, and the same meeting we had the year before. There's a picture of me on the screen because it was me getting a haircut at a barbershop. And the barber put up a picture of me and him. Like saying, hey, University of Miami baseball player Willie Abreu here at the...
That's ridiculous.
And they were like, hey, this can't happen. I go, I didn't do anything. I didn't even post the picture.
Yeah. And look at the world now.
And then now it's like promoted to like, hey, go out there, get your name out there.
And I like back, if I had to go back and apply the rules and all that, I get the part of the compliance meeting of saying do not post anything, at a club, whatever, like that's
money,
for our
throwing
brand.
money
I
around.
understand that. But dude, like look at in one of your episodes, Romy was talking about the NIL deals, and he's like, "Yo, you would have killed it, Will, bro. We would have. Oh my god,
dude.
Like these chicks, the Cavalier twins are a perfect example, dude. I've ran into them like 3-4 times. Dude, those chicks are so cool. First of all, and they have hate in like the women's like college basketball world, and literally it's because
they're good.
They're good
too, on and off,
and they're pretty, and like girls are like, oh my god, it's not fair. They're making money. Like, what would you be doing if you were getting asked to make a 15-second video to dance, and you're gonna be
20, 30 G's, whatever. Yeah.
No, probably millions right now.
The amount of money those schools make.
What, bro? And they stop, bro. Do you know?
Especially baseball, man. I think it's only like 10 or 11 scholarships allowed, and you have 30-something people on the team.
Bro, Armando.
And you go to private universities that are thousands and thousands of dollars per semester.
Armando.
And you're not allowed to make money on your own just because.
Yeah, dude. Like imagine this guy puts a picture of a barber right now, and you're gonna trouble for that.
Bro, I'll give you a perfect example. Another one, bro. I would go. First of all, shout out Gilly. Gilly used to go to every game at Miami. He used to go to every single one.
Legend.
Bro, Gilly would go, hey, leave me 15 tickets, 20 tickets. And bro, I'd leave him 20 tickets.
Yeah.
So think about it. I had to pay loans when I left Miami. But just with Gilly alone, he used to bring 20, 30 people a night to the game.
Yeah.
So then, bro, you're going to tell me that none of those people ever bought anything in the concession stand at Miami? You know how much money just from, and bro, when I left, I had to pay loans for going to school.
You know, now he said that when he played at FIU.
How many people?
I remember you were in there.
Yes, I was there.
And I was hurt. I wasn't even like, I was barely playing, and that place had like more people than they've had.
Yeah, and we tailgated. We had and I remember a gentleman coming up to me on the stand and said, hey, man, looking back, I wish your son would have came to the school. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, yeah, our attendance would have gone up 20, 30%.
Like that?
For real.
Yeah.
Dude, but it's, and then of course, we got to pay loans. We got to pay back. And and now kids are getting paid. We didn't even get full scholarships.
Yeah.
Right.
Yo, Armando, how could you imagine this type of social media era when you were a kid? Could you imagine having this?
Oh my God. and when you say that, the first thing I think about is, women. That's the first thing I think about, because back in the day, I used to have to wait for my parents to, get off the phone.
That's true.
And then I would call, and then I would go to my room, and I would, try to talk quietly so my parents wouldn't know on the phone. No, you guys have it made, man. I would have never done a lot better in today's world.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Bro, but what about the fact that, now everybody knows everything.
No, I was gonna say there is some pros and cons.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Definitely.
Now, any little thing, you can definitely get exposure.
In the wrong way.
Yeah, negative.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Definitely. Yeah.
No doubt.
Dang, when you guys would come home and I think I remember doing that, but I was so young still. By the time we got to middle school, we had cell phones already.
Yeah.
But you guys would come home and just say how would you call? Tell me how you would call a girl in high school, your freshman year.
To be honest with you, it's funny. Check this out.
Was the beeper a thing yet, like in high school?
No, I got a beeper. I think.
You're what?
On.
You're like 65 now?
55. But listen, you know what I do remember? Now that you say that, what I do remember? Girls giving me numbers and napkins. I would go out to the club, and I'll have to basically say, hey, how you doing, whatever, and then I do whatever, and I'll say, can I have your number? And then, you're at the bar, right? You'll get one of the napkins from the bar, and then you'll ask the bartender, can I borrow your pen? And that's how we'll get the girls' numbers back in the day, man.
Wow.
And then sometimes you come and they're smeared.
Oh, you put them in your pocket and they sweat?
Yeah, you're like, is it a 7 or a 3?
I'm never gonna see her again. Yeah.
Or the girl will give you fake numbers, whatever, just to shut you up.
No, I think I would have done good in that era. I love that. Like now, my age, if I want to meet someone or socialize, it's kind of everything's awkward because everyone's so used to this. And I feel like I go to talk and then immediately.
No, the girl has to go to the bathroom. She goes and gets all your information. And she comes back.
True, bro. She knows you. She knows everything.
Yeah.
She sees you. She
it's
meets you.
Yeah, that's crazy. That I don't think I would have gotten used to.
Yeah.
Damn, you could even be famous and nobody knows you.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Damn, that's right. You did have a lot of famous friends too.
Well, they said that you did, and I was watching something that said that when somebody's famous back then, it was so isolated, Now there's a lot of famous people that you don't know, and it's true. In other words, where I was famous back then, everybody pretty much knew they were.
Yeah.
Now there's famous people that I don't know. They could be sitting next to me, and they're famous for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wonder what era is. Yeah, it is. I guess.
Yeah, freaking, I was backstage at UFC and I'm like, bro, that's Bryce Hall. And Bryce Hall's a pretty famous.
Yeah, I know.
Dude. Bryce Hall's a pretty famous guy, and then he's there.
Who the heck is that flago, bro?
Yeah. Who's that?
Who the heck is that guy?
Some guy is.
No, but that's true. I guess now there's so many different platforms that you can become famous on and stuff like that. But
yeah.
All right, let's get into something else. I wanted to. Were you always excited to be a dad? Since you were a kid, or when?
Yeah. For whatever reason, I told my ex-wife this. I felt that I was gonna have boys regardless. I was gonna have boys, And I remember that, man. I remember, I married my high school sweetheart. I met her at 17, got married at 24. And at 27, I had her, man, and my life's changed, man. My life just changed.
Instantly?
Yeah, man. To be honest, she was kind of, I remember she had a C-section, and she was ill there. She needed attention. And I went with him, man. I know it sounds kind of mean, man, kind of messed up, but it was a fact. We saw him, whatever, he carried him, and then they took him to another room, and she needed attention, and I just left with him, man. I went back later and checked up on her, but
I remember that.
But yeah. But it changed my life, Will, and then I had my other son, which just kicked it up another notch. And I knew that life is crazy, man. You guys now, you're focusing on careers and stuff like that, and that's awesome. But to me, man, to be successful in life, you have to leave an impact, especially with your children, man. That's what I tell people, man. You have a son, daughter, and you only have one chance to raise them right. It's not like a lease of a car, right? You
can't turn it back.
Let me get another one. Or this one's going wrong. Oh, I don't want this one anymore. I'm just get another one. You have one chance, man, and it's our hardest job on earth is to be a parent. Because again, you want to do the best you can. You're not gonna be perfect because there's a lot of times where I tell myself, oh man, they saw that, or maybe I should, bring it down a notch, But at the same time, you want them to see how reality and how life it really is. Because there's a lot of parents that you kind of sugarcoat everything and you're fake around your kids. You're not yourself around your kids, and that's not reality. That's not reality.
I think that's a big reason why we became best friends. Is because of that. Because he was so real with me, and I remember in high school and middle school. Yeah, when you're young, it's that awkward talk. Oh, hey man, did you meet a girl? Whatever, what's your name? And everyone when they're younger is no, Dad. I don't know if I should tell you. But I remember in high school, I was already getting there with him, and he was he was honestly baseball was kind of strict in high school, and I'm older now and I know for the right reasons, and I say strict, and I'm he was just hey man, you can't be getting messed up, whatever, for the next day. You have a big weekend coming up. Our goal was college baseball, so I understood and I listened to him. He was my mentor. Still should have went to Matter. Should have listened to him. But
terrible decision there, huh, Cory?
But my point in that is as I got older, I remember everything happened for a reason. He said, look, this is what I suggest. I suggest you go here, and I'm your father, and I'm gonna I'm right, but you do whatever you want. And I remember thinking, oh, Goldman's more fun and whatever. But even though my best friends were at Matter, I'm the baseball decision was to go to Matter, whatever. I ended up not going. Everything ends up working out. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, of course.
I get hurt. I still go to a Division I school that I loved. It was fun and all. But I remember coming back. It's the first time we separate. I don't live in Miami anymore. I'm by myself. I was wow. This is the first time I'll be by myself in the North Pole. I'm in far. I am not in Tallahassee. I'm in West Virginia. And then I remember coming back. Yeah, it was cool. I have the freedom and all that. I had to do my own laundry. I was what the heck? And then I come back. So you wouldn't do it? No, okay. yeah. I had to hire someone. But I come back. Not really.
Well, no, you paid.
Yeah. Dude, I come back my freshman year of college, and it was him, and he was just there. I think we had a drink together, and I was he got the drink for me. I'm all right, we're not kids I'm not a kid anymore. He understands me now. He knows what I'm doing up there. He said, he's a realist. He's not fake.
Yeah.
Let's have a drink together, do it. And then I remember drinking with him. And I don't even know if he remembers this. That was Christmas break, the first Christmas break. I think you were there too.
Where was this? At your house?
When we at Teresa's house.
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I think JC came.
Yes, bro.
Yeah. So I was so happy, but I was also kind of wow, like, you know, like, I'm like, this is like the hump of like becoming like
a man.
my freaking boy, not just my dad. Like, cause I already saw him as like my idol.
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
what do you want to be when you grow up? I was
Thank
that
you,
kid
sir.
that said, I want to be like my dad. I want to be a good father. But like, then from there, dude, it took another notch that I've understood. Like, when people message me and they're like, I wish I had what you and your father have. I wish I had that.
Yeah.
From there
Yeah,
on,
I did that a lot as well.
dude, from there on, it was like, honestly, he's just so real that it's like there's no other option but for me to be real, and we're so alike.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
yeah,
you go to Applebee's with us, we're gonna be dancing. It doesn't matter if you're at the club or at freaking GameStop. Like, we are the same. We don't change for no one. Like, and we always click. I love like having a great time, and like I love life.
Yeah.
I think it's because of him. I don't know, but from like then college starts, and from there to now, dude, it was like I want my dad here everywhere I go.
Like, yeah.
Like I remember we went to my freshman year. I took him to a frat house, and people were like, "Bro,
Oh my God, what a story.
people are like, you're gonna bring your dad's coming." I still had a backpack on and like sneaking in beers. My dad's there,
Yeah, that was
like
crazy.
picking me up. And dude, like the good part about Marshall, even though like the baseball program was not the best because of the coach or whatever, like it was a very fun school. So like I take him there to the frat house, and I remember just like,
Oh, wait, I gotta tell you that story.
yeah. Just say it right now.
Okay, so I go to Marshall, you know.
This is like, I'm telling you, we reached that hump where we're just best friends now. Like, this is my boy
Yeah.
now. Like,
This is Huntington, West Virginia.
Hold on. Let me lift this just in case, bro, because it's falling down. I want to hear you. Good.
So we're in Huntington, West Virginia. So imagine I'm used to, you know, man,
Yeah, you
nightlife.
are?
Yeah.
So son, let's go out, whatever. Yeah, we're gonna go
To a club, maybe.
Well, I had no idea. So he's like that, you know, whatever. Let's go. We're gonna go to a frat house with guys that I know, whatever, super cool people, whatever. Let's go. So I get there, whatever.
keep in mind, we're from Miami, where the frat life isn't like over there. Like in West Virginia, it was all about that college. Like, you made it in life if you're there.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the
you
top of the
are,
top.
you can play golf. You are someone. Out of there, there's nothing else. Like, that is, you made it. So that's where we're at.
So we get there, and I go inside, and whatever, you know, a lot of, you know, college kids. So I stick out, man. I stick out.
So like 18 to 21 years old,
I
and nothing
stick
more than that.
There was nobody as good looking as you.
That's true.
That does
Also
help.
true.
That does help.
I definitely know
that's
I'm
why
a
you
frat
stick out.
guy. So
Yeah.
anyway, I get there and go, Dad, I got you what you like to drink, you know. So he got me a Bacardi, you know, and a Diet Coke, whatever. So I make myself a couple of drinks. I see the guys that kind of looking at me. I'm like, hey, what you got? You know, I start conversation, whatever. And then, dude, it starts getting packed and more packed and more packed. Now I'm feeling I'm on my fourth drink, whatever. We go upstairs. This is like a, you know, now the place is looking like a Project X, man. You know,
Like that, yeah.
People are all over. You can hardly walk. You know, lines to the bathroom, and I'm like, whatever. I'm getting into it, you know. So I go outside and I got the handle Bacardi in one hand and a Diet Coke in the other, and I go to the second floor and it's this huge balcony. I remember the fire truck.
Yeah.
The bottom floor, for whatever reason, there's a fire truck. And the front lawn.
In the middle of the lawn.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I had
remember
lost
that.
you for a second.
And people are on top of the truck and
Yeah.
I
you
think
know,
I had lost you for a second, like, and it's just being he doesn't know anyone else. I just lost him.
So I go upstairs and I look, man, and I told myself, this is crazy. Look how many people are here, you know? And this guy comes up to me and goes, you having a good time? I say, yeah, I'm having a good time. And all of a sudden he goes, hey, everyone. And everybody kind of like just stops and looks up and goes, this is my dad.
Yeah.
Bro, there was like a moment of silence, and all of a sudden everybody goes, and I got the bottle like yeah.
And he did a funnel. He did the
Oh my God.
2-story funnel, bro.
Oh my.
It was like never ending.
Yeah, from then on, it was on.
It was on. It was party time.
No, check out the story edge.
Oh yeah. When you're.
I go downstairs.
Oh, look at
I go downstairs. I'm having a drink, whatever. I'm looking around.
This is hilarious.
This kid comes up to me with a book bag. I'll never forget. He has a book bag, and he goes, "Run, cops, run!" And I look at everyone, Will, here I'm in my 40s and I start sprinting.
No, you didn't,
I
bro.
start running, kid, through the back door to the parking lot. I'm running through Huntington, West Virginia with a Miller Lite in my hand. And I'm seeing people pass me, of course, all faster than me. Everybody's blowing me, and I stop and I go, why am I running? I'm 40 years old, bro.
You're older than the cop.
Yeah.
The cop, what is he gonna do? He's gonna arrest you, bro? You got a Miller Lite.
Yeah, I'm going.
Dude.
Oh man, classic West Virginia story.
That's hilarious, bro.
And after that, it was like, I want to take him everywhere. Like, even places that you cannot imagine. Like, maybe you're taking your dad or I'm always like, Pops, let's go.
One of the nicest things he ever said to me is like, you know, he will go yak games like in 30, 20 degree weather, man. And there'll be literally 5 people in the stands, you know. And he told me, Dad, man, sometimes I'm in right field, whatever, and I pretend you're there, man. I pretend you're in the stands, man.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I don't.
One of the nicest things he's ever told me, and I was like,
Dude, I remember one time.
You know, some kids say, oh man, my dad, you know, and I wish he wasn't here, and you know, he come to all the games. Here's my son playing mile under mile. I wouldn't give anything to go drive to Coral Gables to see him.
Yeah, bro.
And I couldn't do that, and he tells me that. Oh man.
Dude, I remember one time being so happy I hit a home run that I didn't start that game. So when I came in and hit, I was worried that he wasn't listening. Bro, I put and my coach, who was Fidel Castro at the time, that hated social media, I grabbed my phone, called my dad on speaker, and ran to right field. And then my dad's going, yo, and I go, I'm talking to my pocket, bro. Like, yo, you see that? And then he's like, bro, I thought, what do you mean the game's over? And I go, no, I'm in right field right now, I just went yard. And then there's like a couple of fans like in Middle Tennessee, like in the outfield, looking at me. Like,
what the heck is
Tourette's or something? I'm like, yo, Pops, I just went yard. And then whatever, I would be nervous and like hang up. And I already know that he's looking for it. Just that feeling alone was like,
that's another thing. But I would watch his game and you see like little dots.
You're watching the dots.
A little dot, and then the reception was horrible.
Yeah.
It was rough, man. But hey, it was.
Yeah.
It was worth it.
Man. Yeah.
That place was some of the best friendships and memories. I got to experience like going to a college town, which is what I really wanted. I wanted to get away, not that away. Injuries kind of limited my options to either like FIU or Marshall, or if not JUCO and stuff. And I ended up going there, and like I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason. Like big time. Like we're here now because everything happens.
Of course.
But I remember like getting hurt, and then I'm like, oh man, like everything keeps happening to me. Why me? Whatever. But anyways, on forward. And I remember transferring to JU, and the chance that I would be able to play with my brother in a divisional school,
bro.
Dude, I was like, bro, this was it was impossible. It would not be possible if I didn't get hurt. If I didn't go to Marshall, if I didn't go, that's when I started going, if I went to Matter and I would have went to maybe the U instead, like this would have never happened. And I'm like, I'm going to go play baseball, and my brother's gonna be pitching, and I'm gonna be in right field, and my dad's gonna be in the stands. I'm like,
my mom, how's that?
Bro, that was mainly because growing up they never got to play together because of the age difference.
Yeah, so even in high school,
and Adrian played softball, right? Most of the year.
What do you mean?
He
Yeah.
played softball.
Yeah.
Oh, he played baseball growing up.
Oh man. Man, you know, Adrian was a whole different character than Cory, you know, whole different character.
Oh, Adrian would come in here and be like, who said that?
Adrian really started taking off in high school.
Yeah.
That's when he was literally the man.
Yes.
He was the man at Goldman. You know, I was that dad. I was that dad that I would go to the game and everybody was like, "Hey, is your son pitching today?" Because they knew that when that guy was on the mound,
it was game time.
It was on. You know.
Well, I mean,
so
was it when he was on the mound.
Sure. Remember, Cory got hurt.
That's true.
Sophomore year, couldn't pitch.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, so that was whole different. You know.
We'll have that conversation after.
For sure. But he really took off then, and then because of the age difference, they never played together.
Yeah, like I was a senior in high school, he was in 8th grade, so he was coming in the next year, I was gone.
Yeah. So and then we struggled, man. When he went to Marshall, we struggled with that, with not only him being far from me, the coach and I and everyone just did not agree with that guy. Mm-hmm. You know, I couldn't believe that guy was coaching at that level. But anyway, that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
So then, when this happens, I remember getting a call from him. A call that actually I felt it was time. When he said, "Dad, this guy's releasing me," and I said, okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. I wanted him to leave, but one thing I always taught my son is that when you start something, you finish it.
Yeah.
That's why he's never been one of those kids that played for 12 travel teams.
Yeah.
You're talking three teams.
That's it.
So that's one thing he
because we kept changing names.
And I was telling him his freshman year that you need to leave there. No, Dad, I got this, and he went through.
Yeah, the thing
he showed me a lot about his character.
The thing is, you go to and I'm talking about this guy, and I'm telling you guys like he wasn't the best, like he was bad, like because he was just so negative. But I say that because, and I say my experience was bad over there baseball wise, because like I remember like getting there and I'm like, okay, then I gotta get through this because there's other freshmen here. But then like the other freshmen would be like, yo, there's no way it's like this somewhere else. Like there's no way. But I'm there like.
That's when you start realizing like, yo, this.
But as a freshman, you have to think like, oh, then I'm just being.
I gotta wear it.
I gotta wear it. Like this is how it is. This is how baseball is.
D1 baseball.
Shut down social media and it's very negative mindset. Like, dude, we didn't even have a field, and we would have to drive like 15 minutes every day with the L screen, the freshman L screen in the car. I'm driving to practice like this, and I'm just like, dude, I'm like. On top of that, like the negative stuff, like that guy would show up and like you don't want to go to war for someone like that,
For sure.
So I was like already like, man, I'm in a place where it's fun, but I gotta start thinking about baseball future-wise. It's probably not the best place, and then whatever. That's.
So I get that call. He says, "Dad, this guy's releasing me." I said, "Okay, we'll be all right."
After being there for 4 years, toughing it out for 4 years, because I was hurt for 2 years.
Yep.
So I was still like being.
So that's when, man, Adrian. Go ahead and signs with Jacksonville, and one of the coaches there, man, Willie. I mean, what an amazing person,
amazing
coach.
guy.
I mean,
amazing. So here's the thing: I'm in a position where my 4th year of college, a redshirt sophomore. A lot of schools are now looking for a 23-year-old outfielder, right?
Yeah.
That coach up there was trying to kind of set me up to where like he was trying to get me to go to UCF. I call UCF and there's 5 outfielders there, and all seniors. And I'm like, Coach, like I realized I gotta do this on my own. So who do you think I'm gonna call first? My brother's going to JU.
No, remember he lied too. He said that he was gonna try to get him to FIU.
Oh yeah, no. He said
there's a board meeting, and he tells the people on the board, oh, he can go anywhere else. I don't have a problem, but just not to our conference.
Oh,
something like that. I don't know if that's actually a thing that I couldn't go to a conference at the time, but
no, but maybe he requested that.
No, he requested that.
Whatever. Either way, the fact that he tried to put me to UCF and
what an idiot.
Whatever. I just started noticing I gotta do this on my own because this guy's setting me up for failure. And so I called JU, and the coach goes, he starts talking to me, and he goes, "I'm gonna be real with you. We have 3 outfielders. The guy in right's good, solid. Center fielder's not moving. Left field, you have a chance to start." He was very real with me off the bat, and I love that. And obviously, you're gonna have to earn it wherever you go. And then, he goes, and I start telling him, "Yeah, I'm Marshall." And I go to explain what's going on. He goes, "I already know that guy." He goes, "You don't have to say a word." He goes, "I already know what you're talking about. Don't say another word. I know."
Just get here.
He goes, "I'm ready. Whatever. Get over here."
Damn.
Bro, I went there, and I got there. So they had the fall. I got there in spring. Like when everybody's proved themselves, I had little time to prove myself. And dude, just being there with my brother in the locker room was like, it's like I don't care if I don't play pro ball. At this point, I'm gonna enjoy this year. I'm gonna give everything to a coach. I mean, the head coach too. He wasn't even the head coach. Both them 2 guys, I was like, I'm gonna go to war for this guy, dude. These guys, I could walk to the field. People were actually in the locker room, which at Marshall, that was never a thing unless I'm like, yo, let's go meet in the locker room. That was never a thing. Dude, right away.
Yourself more.
Right away.
In the locker room, there was music, there was dancing, there was a camaraderie.
Yeah, man, like everyone in the locker room was like friends. Like you can't be, there ain't no cliques there.
No.
It's either you're part of the squad or you're like go home, like you're not a part of this. And everybody there was ride or die for each other. We made it super far. Went to a regional. We were like 3 games away from Omaha. Everything happened so fast. I was like, dude, and I'm doing this with my brother, bro. Oh my god.
Can you tell me about Adrian in the locker room? How did people react to Adrian?
I came in.
And I hope he comes in while we're still recording so he can tell the same story.
I came in as this 5th year senior, 4th year in college already.
So you already had the love. Like people already knew
this guy's done. You're gonna be respected. Yeah, you're not gonna be some freshman that people whatever. So like I get there and automatically it's like.
Not to say you don't have trouble getting your.
No, I know, but still, like you go to a locker room after a whole fall that people work their ass off to make the team, and then this kid shows up in spring. You kind of expect like someone to be like, who the hell is this kid?
Yeah.
But getting there, obviously, my personality, I was freaking dancing.
You were fine.
I was having a great time, and the fact that my brother was there. But I remember getting there, and it's like it's my brother in the locker room. So it's like I get acclimated within 3 weeks, and I'm like telling my buddy like, yo, watch out, like I'm gonna mess with my brother, like throw a ball to my brother, and act like it wasn't me. And like this guy with a dragon beard, Shanny, was like,
I know the story.
I don't know if it was Shanny, it was another like 5th year senior. He's like, and I go, what? he's like,
don't do it.
The person was like, don't, like, nah, it ain't me. And I'm like, bro, it's my little brother, but just like, don't say it was me. And he goes, I'm not part of this. And then I'm like, what the hell? I end up messing with him, and something passed by, and I asked him, why were you like
so scared?
What's going on? And then he goes, bro, your brother gave me this chipped tooth like before you got here. I go, how? And he goes, dude, we went to a wrestle, and like he just took me to another level. And I remember
this guy's a huge guy. He has
a big dude.
No, this guy has the record at JU for lunging the most power weight, even with the football.
Gladiators.
This guy's a monster. But he messed with
best friends. But
mess with him.
Dude, that's the thing. But my brother's a silent assassin is what he calls him. He's quiet, but like when it's time to go,
he got the guy in the headlock, and the guy was tapping out. And
don't mess, dude. I don't even know if it was Sandy or another senior, but bro, he messed him up to the point where they're like, yo, I'm not messing with that guy, and he was a freshman. But to me, that's my brother. So it was like, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what's funny is that Adrian, even growing up, like he always had like a huge set of balls, bro. Like, he was never scared of that.
That guy would get angry.
Like he would get mad, and he would like he hung out with all of us. Well, he didn't hang out. He led all of us. He was like, hey, let's go over here. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Why? Was he always like that?
Well, I remember them being little, and when Adrian would get mad, even though Cory was always bigger, you know. Cory would be running around the house and they'd be chasing him. He just had a different character, man.
Yeah.
Character. You know, which is good to have in a way too, man. You know, you gotta be tough, especially in sports.
No, he had it.
Yeah.
He definitely always.
So going back to that, man, it was nice to finally have. Imagine I went to that to having both my boys play together and in Florida.
Yeah.
So it was just,
dude,
you know, I was blessed, man. To be honest with you, I was blessed.
How did you feel leaving work every Friday?
No, that's the thing too, man.
You were just like, I'll be there.
Yeah, for sure. And I would leave at 2:00, and I was there by game time on Friday.
Perfect.
And I would stay with them in their rooms.
Oh,
yeah. Well, so it was awesome.
That was probably really tough. Tough to say the weekend.
Dude, the best times.
D1 dad, baby.
Like I'll never forget those moments, man. Like, I made a video the other day and it went nuts. It went like very, very viral, and it was just.
Bro, wait, hold on. Walk me through that moment. Walk me through. Dude, I never forget the call when I called you right before that game. And
tell me about Singer. Take it the other way or something.
Yeah, take him the other way, bro. He's sinking it. He's gonna sink it right into your barrel, bro. Light one up.
Yeah.
What do you go? Change it? Was it a change it?
That was a fastball. It was a fastball.
But it started in.
And ran back. Ran right to the barrel.
But
the whole day I was thinking left, and that's why.
Yeah, I remember that story.
The one time I go, I might be able to pull in here. It was.
So your coach was telling you the same. Go the other way. This guy throws too hard. Go the other way.
But he called me. Because he's faced him, and so he called me.
And bro, we're in the locker room because we're in the locker room of pro, but everybody watches all these games. So we love that, and it's all of our friends,
of course.
So everybody, I was asking in the locker room like, "Yo, what do we got on Singer?" Like, and they're like, "Hey, two seam. He's gonna run it back. Everything he does runs back to the middle of the plate or runs away. So you do have
as a lefty, you have to aim like left center, left, and Dude, I was aiming that way the whole time, but I remember like something told me in that 3-2 pitch was like, I think that like it's not gonna be as outside. Like I don't know why. I'm gonna give him I need to make this happen right now. And I had just robbed one, so I just took away one, and we're down 3-1.
Yeah.
It would have been 3-2, or yeah, it would have been 4. I'm like, it's 7th inning. We gotta make something happen. I remember there was nobody on. I just had that adrenaline from catching that ball, and that place was beautiful, bro.
Oh man.
To show those Gator fans. It was like 3,000 freaking blue-orange jerseys going crazy, and when I caught that ball, it was only like this little green section, and this guy going on the net. He's like, I like locked eyes with him. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. I was going crazy.
Amazing.
I brought that back,
man.
Dude. And that adrenaline was with me in that at bat, and I got to 3-2, so I go, oh, he's gonna try to be a little too perfect here and throw it like down the middle. And bro, thank God, a little pool, I just freaking yanked it. Cause I was, when you told me, I was aiming left center.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
But
I've been
then,
watching baseball for so long, I knew he was gonna have a good tournament.
yeah.
His first at bat against FAU, he hit one the other way. That was the hardest ball he hit in that tournament. And I said, it's gonna be on.
It's
I was in that tournament with that feeling. There's no other better feeling than being on.
You feeling against that feeling?
Yeah, against
Kevin. He went over the scoreboard.
Wow.
Yeah, I was on that whole weekend.
That weekend.
So like, I knew I was gonna freaking show up. I knew that was gonna happen. And you know when it's a bigger crowd, like, I don't know about you.
No,
you
bro.
like this too.
That's because of what you guys got brought up.
Yeah, bro. We like the
bigger the
freaking-
stage, the bigger the tournament,
That's the best,
right?
bro.
Yeah,
The
it's
bigger
so
the
much
tournament.
fun, bro.
We
Hell
want to
yeah.
put on a show, man. I was ready to
Something
put on
about
a
the
show.
cameras, bro.
Yes, absolutely.
Something about the cameras that just get you going a little bit, bro.
100%.
I don't know, bro. I've always thought about it, like, man, like when I'm in those moments, it feels like, yo, wouldn't it be sweet if they caught this on video?
Yes, bro.
Like, wouldn't it be
Yes.
sweet
Yeah.
if this gets caught on
Dude, there
like,
was so
like
many
today,
things.
something crazy might happen.
Yeah, there was so many
That's
things.
what I always
Bro,
say.
in West Virginia, there was no like video like in JU, where also it was like the times were like a little earlier.
Yeah,
It wasn't as much video, but dude, there was catches that I made that I was like, I wish someone was freaking recording this that were crazy. And then I'm in JU and playing in like more like against SEC teams, and the first thing I think about when I make that catch, I go, oh my God, I'm clipping that. I'm clipping that.
I can't wait.
I'm clipping that. And I remember like some of the teammates like, yo, yeah, you're gonna put it on Instagram? Be like, yeah,
You're right, I am. Yo, how did it feel to see your brother when you cross home plate, bro?
Bro, first off, you look at that video, if you put up that video, and
We're gonna put it on. We'll
dude, if you put up that video, when I'm rounding second, like, Aiden's like an emotion, not as emotional as me,
Of course.
but right there in that moment, that kid's emotion was like, there's something that came out of him. Because if you look at the video and you look at the dugout as I'm rounding second, you see him out of the dugout, almost on the field, like jumping
over and down,
non-stop. And then I remember like when I round second, I go, this needs to take a while because this feels freaking good.
So
you slowed it down.
Slow down, bro. It felt like I wanted to go slower. I had to. Like, I kept looking for my dad, and I didn't really see him. And then I see like all the green, whatever, we went nuts. Everyone else quiet. I loved it.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I round third to try to look for my dad again, and then when I looked down, I guess they had all like said like for Adrian.
Go, Adrian, go.
And everyone was there, and Adrian was right there.
Oh my god.
So then I'm looking, but I see that, and I'm like, I didn't have no words. So in the whole video, I'm going like this. I'm going like this, like the whole time.
Yeah.
Like that. I couldn't speak it. I could just fuck. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, don't curse, bro.
I could just.
No, when I say that,
I mean,
bro, you're gonna.
You can tell that you can tell that F-bomb just came out of me because I'm literally like explaining how I felt. Bro, I remember like
you're allowed to
there.
curse, bro.
No, I know.
I
I know, but still, like I try not to in real life. I try not to curse.
When he hits that home run, I'm like in the, man, just mostly Florida fans.
Yeah.
So I'm like halfway sitting with my family. When he hits it, I run down.
Yeah, so he was down.
And
So
I
it was
hit my net.
so when I finally find Adrian, I'm going to hug Adrian, and I see my dad right above him on the net, and like two like
I'm literally
Gator
right on
fans.
top of them, right, screaming, yeah, and dude, some guy is sitting there.
No.
And he goes, can somebody kick this guy out of here? Can you know, he started saying some, and I said, excuse me? He goes, yeah. You need to settle down, get out of here. And I said, why don't you get me out of here? You know? And he looked at his whiteboard like, and I said, did you hear me? Come on, get me out of here. And then the cop comes, right? And go, hey guys, settle down, whatever. It ended. And I remember one guy, another Florida guy goes, sir, let him enjoy the moment. That was his son.
Yeah, it's his
another
son.
Florida Yeah,
Smart.
Tell
Yeah.
him, hey man, let it go. You know,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ, we won't like this moment, right?
Yeah.
And I wasn't cursing or anything. I wasn't.
No, you were excited.
Yeah. So later on, man, I go to the bathroom and the cop comes in the bathroom, and I say, hey, man, I'm sorry. And he goes, you don't have to say a word, man. I was never gonna throw you out. I go, I was enjoying you.
Yeah.
I was enjoying that moment as
Oh,
well.
so he wants it. That's
like
awesome.
that. Yeah. That was
Wow,
cool.
man.
That was
Dude,
cool.
that's awesome.
Man, I'm never gonna forget that. And like still to this day, that's how I go about like. I'm always telling him, yo, we gotta go to this fight. We gotta go like you know, it may be expensive, whatever. I'm like, Dad, we gotta go, man. Me, you, and
It's an experience, man.
because like that's what you take with you, man. These memories like that we're creating now. Like,
Yeah.
So like I remember like, dude, I think about that so much, and I look at the video. I'm like, bro, that's why I made that video. I have to make a freaking video explaining this because I want other people to see what I was really feeling. I didn't care about the home run. I wanted people to see what I was feeding, running the bases. There's so much that led up to that. Last year of college.
It's more than just.
Yeah.
It's what we've been talking about, bro. It's like all of that leading into
No,
something.
I got a lot of
beautiful.
comments on that video from other dads.
Yeah.
Saying,
dude, I put that video
We can
and-
see that, man. You did it right. You
Dude,
know,
I
wow.
put that video and there was like, bro, some of them were like too much. Like there was a kid saying, like, I'm gonna call my brother right now. I tell him I love him. I haven't told him I love him. And I'm like,
damn,
but
bro.
but there was, dude, I got stories of like a kid like, oh, I lost my brother in a plane crash and the only memory I have is playing with him. And I'm like reading this, I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
You're changing people's
I'm like,
lives.
this is insane. Yeah, and I love that feeling, dude. I love like a bunch of people looking at my stuff and being like, damn, like look how his pops and him are, you know? Like they're probably like, man, I should go hang out with my pops and like
Yeah,
I should not think my pops is weird for wanting to talk about, you know, the new chick that I'm dating. Like, dude, that's what I love. I love showing that off. And like honestly, the audience on TikTok that I've gotten, a lot of them like, cause I was getting like a good following before I even started posting. But I would post him and my brother, and now like I go on live and they're like, I get messages like, man, what you guys have is so like rare. It's not like normal. Like it should be normal. This should be normal.
No, it should be.
What I have with this guy should be normal. I mean, yeah, we go a little overboard.
Hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you were a kid, I try to get as close to you as possible as well.
Of course,
you know?
yeah, you always did that.
Yeah, I again from Hialeah, you know, we met at an early age. I met your dad at an early age, and you know, I tried that, man. I tried because you know. And I not only with you, there was a couple other kids that I felt needed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, conversations go a long way.
Oh, bro.
You know, and I learned that at an early age. And if I was there for any one of you guys in any way, in a positive way, man, that's all I wanted to do, man.
Oh man, this guy was the
Bro, you
dad.
impacted so many lives, bro.
This dad was the dad.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I remember getting in the car. I remember Adam Toombs telling me,
Oh, bro.
They
The
say
toaster
kid.
kid. The toaster.
Guys, listen to this. The road trip was 3 minutes long, and this guy's car was slammed because we wanted to freaking jam out in the car and listen to "Get Back" by Ludacris and scream at the top of our lungs. And dude, this guy, he was that dad, and I hope I'm that. I have the dad he is when I'm older, but. Like those are all stuff again that I will never forget, and I'm sure those kids right now that we're now men, but we all played together. That will remember that like forever.
Yeah, it's more to it than baseball. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, it's way more than baseball.
And it's like again, positive impacts and teaching kids at an early age, man. You know, right and wrong.
Yeah.
You know, and I used to always I've told this to my friends, you can't be scared of your kids, man. There's people that, you know. When it's a tough situation, that has to take place. It has to take place.
It has to.
And there's people that are shy away from that.
The conversation
They
has to be
fear.
had. Yeah.
They're scared of the reaction their kid is gonna have towards them or towards that conversation.
That's insane.
Or fear that the kid might get out of hand or get upset and take it to another level. You can't do that as a parent. You cannot do that as a parent.
Man, but I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, bro, like, we were very fortunate as kids to have all of the dads. Like, all of our dads were around, man, and like, they were all different. Everybody has their things. Everybody has positives, negatives, everything, but, like, how important is it as kids to, like, really stay around your fathers and vice versa, bro. Like that's so important. Whether
100.
you had problems with relationships, you went through a divorce, like things happen, bro. But like the fathers were always so involved.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
Amazing group of men.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely,
Like,
man.
that
And I
proves-
learned from them as well. As a grown man, I learned from them as well.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah, like did you know? I don't know, man. Like, did you know from the minute that you got around that group of people, like, would we have be like? Did you know that we'd be having parties 20 years later, like tonight?
No,
we're
that's
gonna have a
not
party
what
tonight with the same people
Celebrating
that we
like
partied
60th
with
birthday.
20 years ago,
Right,
bro.
right.
Yeah.
No, that I would have never. I remember us clicking and us bonding and being close, no doubt. And the relationship got stronger as you guys got older.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember Mike White once told me, told us, that, you know, we used to get together after the games and talk about whatever went on. And then he said, you know, it comes to a point that we are together, this unit here is together more than we are with our actual families. And he was right. I will see Mike White when I don't see my brother.
Yeah, that's true.
Because of the connection we had to do sports.
That's true.
And that we got along this well for so long. It's incredible, man.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I mean, dude,
I
we
love
were
those
having
guys. I
sleepovers,
really love those guys.
and we were having sleepovers at 20 years old, man, in college.
That was a little weird.
And I trusted those guys. Let me tell you, I trusted those guys. Not like I said with Tony.
Yeah.
I remember one time, Cory wasn't on the team. He was playing with me in another team, and Chito, I think, was sick. And you guys were going to the Cal Ripken experience. And Pat called me, goes, "Hey man, I need him."
I remember,
I need
bro.
him. And I said,
remember.
"Pat, there's no way I'm gonna make it." He goes, "No, you understand. He'll be going and playing with me, staying with me until you get there." And I said, "Okay, man."
I'll never forget that.
And I just-
Yo, what a crazy tournament.
Dude, we
Yeah.
spanked
You
everyone.
remember the play that we made, bro? Didn't we make a play that I slid
You
through the
give it to
ball?
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, that play was
Bro,
crazy.
when you talk about this, it all just comes back, and I'm like, I feel it. I remember you doing. You did it back.
Yeah.
And then it was like bare hand throw. And I think it was just a hit.
Yeah, but it was
And
like
the outcome
outcome to not hit
it's
those.
for him not to go to 2, but the fact that it was done was like, that was so. I had that moment again. I'm like, damn. I'm like, we just put on a show for these people.
Yo, that was intense.
And I think we were like 12.
Yeah, that was something that I remember that play vividly. Of course, I was there, but for you two to have that connection at such a young age came with a lot of repetition, a lot of hard work, you know. So to somebody else that doesn't know you guys, they must have been like, "Wow, did you guys see that?" To me,
Yeah, I know. It was another day. Yeah, it was another day.
because I saw a lot of things, not only in games, and a lot of hard work, a lot of practice, man.
Wow, bro.
And to be honest with you, man, not to be, you know, but at that time, you two, and I hope nobody gets upset here.
Let them get
But
upset.
you two were the best outfielders. I used to tell people, not even the rain falls in that outfield.
No,
Dude,
sir.
that was
Dude, it was nuts, man.
that was fun, man. We would just literally be like trying to dive. Like if the ball was way over our head and we knew we could catch it standing up, we would slow down a little bit just so we could freaking dive. Like for sure.
We gotta act for the show, bro.
Man,
We gotta
yeah,
show.
that's-
Well, it's part of the game, you know.
Yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
you know, I don't recall ever neither one of you two breaking bad at the ball. You know, sometimes they hit a ball and you misjudge it and you go the other way or you take 2 steps and then you know what do they call it? Toreando, you know?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
I don't recall that.
Bro,
But
it was-
you guys always had good breaks on balls.
But why? I don't. Dude, I remember working hard at it too. Like we used to work. My dad was used to
You and your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
You are
sure.
you are the hardest
If
worker.
it wasn't the hardest working duo, dad son, you guys worked hard,
Yeah.
man.
I hit
It
garbanzo
was
beans
nuts.
because of your dad.
It was nuts, bro.
Because
I don't know.
I remember him throwing me garbanzo beans. We were like,
You know.
That's try out for the USA
Yes,
team.
bro. The USA team. Bro, you know what's funny? That you hit on it in the beginning, and I think about it with my dad all the time. Like now, me and my dad's relationship is unbelievable. Like it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but bro, like you don't know how to be a dad till you're a dad.
Right.
yeah.
Like you learn, you think you know. Like we think we know what it is from watching you, but in reality, we're never gonna know till I'm in my dad's foot, like in his shoes, or you're in his shoes. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So the fact that like you guys did it right the first time.
Yeah.
Like you guys did it right the first time.
And I said, I remember what I told you. Like I had that little phase where he was the strict dad, and I was like, oh my god, like I know I might be able to do this, and why am I dad not letting me go here?
Yeah.
And then like you're older, and then you're like,
bro, I get it.
You get it.
And after that, we became.
And you know what's funny, man, is that my dad, growing up, I played baseball. My dad saw 3 of my games in all the years. You know, he had lost his eye playing baseball in Cuba. He was a catcher that played that hit him in the eye. He lost his eye, so he was against me playing.
Wow.
So you would think I would be a little different, you know, in the sense that because I never had that bond with my dad when it came to sports. My dad was a hard worker, good man, by all means, you know, good person, good dad. But I never had that dad that threw the ball with me or let's go here. You know, I never had that with him at all.
Wow. He didn't miss the practice. Bro.
And yet I, you know, sometimes you learn from negatives. You know, you see a negative in someone, and you say, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna do this instead.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No, it's insane, bro. Because you guys, and it's funny because both of you were teachers too.
Yeah.
So you had the ability to like, bro, as soon as school was over, it was.
Yeah. It
wasn't like one of them was going in the car. It was both of them crazy dudes. Both of these cases in the car.
Yeah.
It was just one.
Your dad wasn't the easiest person to get along with, man. And then they were ruling with me because
You were just crazy.
We got along, and I knew for whatever reason I knew how to calm him down sometimes.
Yeah. No, we were the
and I would be like, hey, you know,
travel.
Your dad was very passionate, man. That's the main thing. He was very passionate, and I remember it, which I did it too, but never to his level. When they would throw a pitch to you, your dad would, you know.
No way, you were first back there?
Yeah.
Bro,
and I was first time, I would look at him and go, what the heck?
Dude, can you fast forward,
you know, because he wanted you to react or if you didn't swing at it, you should have, you know.
Bro, in my opinion, it's probably like, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's like a little you out there. So you're like, you want to be in those shoes. Oh, okay, you didn't get to play college baseball. I'm going to raise my son to do this, whatever.
To be honest with you, I never. Me starting you in baseball, I never thought of, oh, this is my focus. I mean, he needs to play college baseball and be college and that was never me.
Wow.
My thing was, baseball was positive for me. Even though my dad was never there for me in that sense, my mom would take me to the games. I have relationships with friends that I still have since Little League. So it was positive for me. It kept me out of the streets, obviously. And I met positive people along the way. And then I told myself, you know, I want this for my son.
Yeah.
I wanted for my son as well, you know. And then I started off with Abreu. I started off with guys that had that same vision as me, that played with me as a kid. They just happened that he has a boy, so let's get together. Let's do this. Yeah. So, you know, I started that way. And then as I saw him getting better, and I saw that he was pretty good, and I said to myself, man, I gotta surround him with better talent, better kids.
Yeah, thank God.
How did you guys end up on the Cobras? I know
I still remember the day that I went, but how did we end up there?
Okay, so we had the Pembroke Lakes Bulldogs.
Yeah.
That's why I was coaching.
Yeah.
And then we would get into little tournaments, but every time the tournament would end, West Cobras against us. And I'm gonna be honest, they would always beat us. And occasionally the Ballers were in the finals también, you know. But
no, we mean occasionally. We were always in the finals.
There's a reason why you're doing the Cobras too. There's a reason why you're doing the Cobras too. Let's not go there.
But we used to beat the Cobras.
No. You guys were good.
Yeah.
But then again, I was.
You guys were quiet over there.
Yeah. We were definitely a different crowd. We were definitely a different crowd.
The Ballers, man.
And then I remember they had a tournament. They had a tournament, and Mike White invited 3 kids. Cory being one of them. And then we made it to the finals. Cory pitched well in that tournament. And at the end, we had like a little, you know, talk to all the parents and stuff. And he said, I made a decision, you know, we thank you guys for coming out, whatever. But I feel that Cory Garrastazu is gonna, you know, has a shot remaining on the team.
Yeah, they told me he was running the MLB team, bro.
And it's funny because the 2 guys that told me about the team originally, those 2 parents that told me about the team originally, were playing, which was Timmy Seda
Oh, Timmy.
And Mr. Dewey. You're the ones that told me about Cobras, you know, and they said, you know, they're gonna have this tournament. Why don't you go out there and see? You know, we're already thinking about staying on this team. So we will go and play like a little invitational games. You know? And then those guys come up to me and go, "Oh no, we don't like it here. We're gonna leave." Mainly because remember that guy Pablo, right?
Yeah.
Very, you know, they're different style of coaching. So I said, man, on the contrary, I'm having a good time here. I'm having a positive experience. And I saw Cory changing, playing at a different level.
Yeah.
You know, he was playing with better kids, and he was getting along with those kids. And I got to meet Mike and Pat, you know, and I was like, man, you know what? Let me get this guy.
These white dudes, bro.
Yeah, let me get this guy a shot.
I still remember
These white dudes a shot, bro.
Oh my god. I still remember the first day I pulled up, and it was, I don't know if it was with you.
I wasn't there yet.
It was
bro.
Zach and I think
No,
Mike
you weren't
or
there.
Zach and
I wasn't
Danny.
there.
Zach and Danny or Zach and Mike. And it was like the first practice. I'm there early as heck, obviously. And
Always.
it's just them two.
Always.
And then I was like, it was like a moment where it was like, they see us coming, and Zach, like, just being Zach today, he's like, hey, what's going on, whatever. And then I'm like, can I join you guys? And then he kind of looks like I'd either like Mike or someone. It was either Mike or Danny, and the Pembroke Pines boys was literally one of those like, yeah, come on. And then after that, they probably don't even remember that we were so little.
And that group was suggested like they were 4 or 5 years old.
Dude, after that, we stayed together
for sure.
forever, man. It was so dope.
And still, how fun was that elite run?
That's the dopest part about the elite squad, bro. Is like we got that team that we were forever together, the Cobras, whatever. So we were 8, and then it's like we reunited as a little bit. Like puberty hit, and then we got reunited
Again.
Like we got
took like a break for a year or
as
two, and
15,
then boom again.
As 14, 15-year-olds,
And that's what separated that team, man. That's what separated that team.
Bro, but then
that bond.
And then,
Yeah.
but this is the thing. Like the guys that were also on the team weren't far away. Like, it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Louis,
Yeah.
Sean.
We all knew them.
Yeah.
We all knew
Yeah,
each other.
yeah, we were all there.
You know,
bro.
we played against them and what
all
have
the
you.
time.
Yeah.
You know?
And then it's
That team was special.
And never lost.
yeah. I'll never forget like coming into the Cobras, bro. Like as a little kid, and I was like, damn, bro, this is different, bro. You guys have bags.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
all the gear,
Yeah. Yeah.
The cream uniforms.
bro. I was like,
boy.
damn, bro. I'm going to the big leagues, bro.
Yeah, for
You guys
real.
did look good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I remember telling like people like when we would play another travel team, they already looked defeated before the game started.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, yeah,
we're
like,
playing
we
the
need
Cobras. Like, even the other parents, we're playing the Cobras. But you guys would come in all looking sharp.
Yeah.
You know, it was on. I
It's
remember one guy
gross.
telling me, man, you guys look like a fine old machine. I said, excuse me? He goes, yeah, man, you guys just look ready to go, man.
Were we that much better than everybody? Like, or we
Yeah.
just we were that much better.
Yeah.
That wasn't fair, huh?
Dude, that was.
It was.
Dude, I remember like we'd go away to tournaments and it's like, oh, you can't go in the pool, or like, this was the rule.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
it was right, like you do get
Of
exhausted,
course.
but like we'd still beat teams by 10 runs the next day.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
we'd sneak into the pool anyways.
Yeah.
And then Mike finally in there with the boys. Like, I know.
Well, you guys look better now. We were up till 2 in the morning. Us
Yeah.
down
And then we
there.
were
Go to sleep, and then I go down.
And then we wake up at 8 o'clock.
and there's
Oh,
karaoke going on in the hotel
Yeah.
in Georgia.
Yo, and then we beat teams by 10 runs, bro.
Dude.
Yeah, that was a little bit disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
So
nice,
fun,
man.
so
It
good.
was the best time of my life, for no doubt. You know.
Yeah. You think about it now, and it's like, damn, man, like, it's a
And
special one.
I know the difference because I have another son, and he played travel ball.
Yeah.
And there's no comparison.
Really.
There's no comparison. You know, he played for some decent teams. Now they were okay, but that the parents weren't like that, man. You know, we didn't go to dinner together after the games.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't go to each other's houses. You know, it was more baseball, and that's fine. But this unit was special, man.
I remember
Bro, we wanted to be together all the time.
Yeah, like I would go to school after like a tournament winning, and it was like back to like another
Boring.
life.
Yeah.
It's like
Yes, bro, that's how
my
I
friends that were like in whatever in middle school, and I would have to write about what do you want to do when you grow up and all this, and I'm like, bro, I know what I want to do. I know where I want to be at right now. I don't belong here. I remember thinking about like whatever the whole weekend and the grind. I was like, oh, these people didn't do nothing this weekend. We were
I
in
know,
another.
bro.
I was like, we were in another state. We were in Colorado, and we just played baseball, like, and won. And I got this medal. Like, look at this medal.
I remember missing him probably more than you did because I remember when you wanted to play football. This guy was a good athlete. He was a really good athlete.
Still did want to play football.
And I probably should have let you play and all that. I get it.
Yeah, but
You
the
know,
first
and-
no opportunity was kind of hood.
No, I know. And I kind of did that on purpose.
And I got into all the white positions you could think of. Think of 3 white positions, real quick.
Quarterback?
Yeah.
Backup quarterback.
Oh, great white position.
Yeah.
Second, I guess. I mean, maybe not a linebacker.
Gotta be a punter. Tight end.
Tight end. Oh, that's right, tight end.
And punter.
Tight end, punter.
But listen, it's funny that you were the starting QB. This is the problem. There was no receivers that could catch him.
Oh yeah.
So you gotta.
He literally hit a kid in the helmet, and the kid got knocked out.
Yeah.
By the ball.
And the coach goes to me, man, I think we're gonna have to change our game plan.
Yeah, it was like there's
So then he made a running back. He made a running back, the QB.
Yeah. Dude. And
You
I
know.
remember I had like one play as a tight end, as a starting tight end. I had one play, and it was to block for 3 seconds and go out for a pass. And every play would be called, and I didn't know it was coming. It would happen like once a game. And the opening day, I remember, like the guy said whatever, and then bootleg something, and I go, oh my god, it's my time. It's my play, bro. One play, I blocked for 3 seconds. 1, 2. I didn't even get to 3. I was so excited. I turn. The ball's coming. As soon as the ball touches my hand, I got laid out.
Boom!
Like laid out to where when I went up, it was all grass inside the helmet, and my shoulder was popped out, and I was like, "Oh my God, Dad, I don't want to play football anymore."
No way.
But I was so young.
I was like, "You really want to do this?"
Dude, I was.
And I did it on purpose. I put him in a tough division on purpose.
I was so young, man.
I didn't go to West Pines and
No.
I took him to the hood.
Yeah.
They'll play at Bunch Park, you know.
Bro, I was the token there.
I wanted him to get the real experience.
Yeah, do it for real.
And the coach loved you, but the coach was like, hey man, he reminds me of a kid I had years ago. What a good athlete, you know. And I said, oh, thanks man, whatever. And when I told him I was leaving, he was devastated. Imagine you got 3 positions.
Yeah, I know.
The tight end and the punter. You gotta be part of the tight end and punter.
Dude, but
And I said, don't you miss Willie, man? Don't you miss going to baseball and your friends? And he's like, yeah. I was mostly doing it for me.
I had this football thing.
You know.
Bro, I got other guys, man. I wish I would have at least played organized.
No, for
football.
sure.
But I was so young, dude, and I got cracked. I was like, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is funny, bro. No, that's dope, bro.
But like,
I said basketball. Because I wanted to ask you about basketball in high school, bro.
Oh yeah, no, basketball
What was
was,
that?
dude. It was exhausting in the beginning because as a freshman, you know, varsity basketball and baseball is like you have the morning workouts in fall and then afternoon practice with basketball, and it's nonstop. I was like 80 pounds my freshman year. I wouldn't even make it to my bed. I would lay down on the floor and just sleep. And then after that first year, it was like dope because they understood. They're like, okay, he's got, he's gonna be exhausted. But dude, it was dope. Goldman wasn't a basketball school; it was a baseball school. But it was so dope to play those 2. I would have played 3 if I could have. I would have played football if I could have. And honestly, in the future, the way things are now, like if I have a son, even if I have a daughter, and she wants to play sports,
Yeah.
it's a possibility. But let's say my daughter, even my daughter, she wants to do dance, whatever. Like I want them to do everything because you never know.
That's
what's
true.
gonna work out.
No, for sure. For sure. And the kids from up north.
They do it all.
Whatever, they do it all.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think that helps you be a better athlete everywhere else. Like,
No
we
doubt.
were lucky. Obviously, we played we pretty much played every sport. Like at least not in the recreational. We were really good at all sports.
Oh, remember the basketball camps?
What? Should I play? I shot 3 in the varsity basketball game. You guys put me in. Artie, shout out Artie.
Dude, remember?
I was going to freshman year. It's Miramar, bro.
Yeah.
That was I've never been that serious in my life.
You had he even gave you like the jersey, right?
Yes.
You wore the gold,
Yes,
you wore the gold
yes.
jersey and everything.
I was in the game.
Yeah.
I played and I shot a 3, bro. I hit a 3. I mean, I airballed like 3 of them too, but bro, I remember coming, dribbling the ball down the court, and then they'll say, go! And I guess like it was like, to like press. bro, and 3 of them would just go, and then they'll bark. Oh, shit.
Basketball was another, like, I'm tall in baseball, I'm 6'5".
Yeah.
Basketball, I'm just another 6'5" little guard.
Yeah,
I remember my
that's
first
not
year, remember Stretch Diaz? Stretch?
Yes, bro, at HML, right?
Bro, they put me to guard that guy, he went to HML. First of all, he went into the building, the gym, and he had the dunk. And then they were like, yo, we gotta double team him, you gotta help me today. And I'm like, I'm guarding that guy. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I remember like I had to get the front and another guy had to get the back because the ball was so small. So one time the ball's coming right at me, and I'm like, oh, why would you throw it to me? Stretch, get to the thing. I go, nah.
If he would have gone to another school, maybe he would have played 3 sports.
Yeah.
But at Goldman,
I go in.
And a matter of fact, it's a 6 offense.
Yeah.
The running back, they didn't throw the ball.
Yeah.
Son, you're not gonna. That's your strength. It's your arm, and you're not gonna throw the ball.
Receiver.
So why play football here? And basketball, he played, but I did it more for conditioning than anything else. I knew that, like you said, at 6'5", you gotta have great handles. You gotta have and he wasn't a point guard.
Yeah.
But at Goldman, he was able to play forward and so on because of his size. You know, and Goldman was a small basketball school.
Yeah.
But he became a great athlete, man. He was dunking in middle school. You know, he was good, man.
Yo, that's gonna be in Springs, bro.
I was about to bring that up, dude. I felt like, again, I have to put on a show because one, it was a good little crowd.
What?
Yeah.
Bro.
But you know, Willie, bro, I heard his voice from like as soon as we're starting, I think I was like starting, he's like, "That's my ball, that's my ball." And I'm there like, I want the ball. Usually I'm like, hey, you know, if I'm open, I'll shoot. Like I want to.
No, you took over, bro.
I started shooting more than ever.
Yeah.
And I was just making. Yeah, I think I got like a career high 13 points, I think.
I don't know, but the game I remember the most is against Carroll City at Carroll City.
Bro, this is
his freshman year.
No way.
I didn't know if this was legal or not, but they had the pep rally going on as we were playing.
It's not illegal. It used to be, not anymore. They had the live band and cheerleaders in the stands.
Bro,
Going?
Yeah.
That's legal or illegal?
No, it used to be legal. It was now it's illegal.
I didn't know. I was there and I'm like, this is one amazing, but like a little like
Crazy.
This is crazy.
Yo,
Like I
I
was shooting. There's some. He's like, hey baby boy, number 23, and I'm shooting and they could touch me, bro, and I'm there like
right behind you.
Yeah.
First of all, it's hilarious because we started warming up, and you know you put your book back under the bleachers. And we're warming up. We go back to the bleachers.
Yeah.
Cell phones, everything. So already we're like, oh, what is this?
We're down a few $100,000.
So the game starts, and they give him the feed. He still has a good shot in that corner. They give him the feed, and he nails a 3. Boom! 3-0 Goldman. We get a steal. They give him the feed. Boom! It's another 3. 6-0 Goldman. They call timeout. He comes over, and I'm assistant coach. He comes over, and I see his eyes. Dude, his eyes were like this, like,
bro, because we're putting.
What just happened, bro?
What just happened? Live band at Carroll City.
So far, it's the first big crowd. The first big crowd.
Yeah, first big crowd.
Well, needless to say, I think we lost like 50-6.
Yeah, but great start to the game.
Yeah, 83 to 6.
No, I didn't tell me, Dad. I saw that first time I ever see the bottom of the sneakers while they're dunking.
No, I saw the gum on the bottom of the shoe. Bro, the guy literally had gum on the shoe, and I was watching like, wow, that's crazy.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was cool.
Well, good experience, man.
Yeah, it was
all
a
those
great
experiences set you up for, in life.
Yeah. No,
That's what it is.
Definitely. It was tough, man. It was like so different from baseball. Like it's rough.
No, in baseball we'll play them, and it was the other way around.
Baseball, my turn to put on a show.
Hey, football team.
Sosa hit a car.
Yeah.
Sosa hit a car while it was moving, broken.
There was like a never-ending like fence, but it was like eventually it was like 500 feet, and he freaking
He drilled it.
with those old
car,
not the BB core, with the BSR or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he drilled a car that was moving.
Dude, bro, that's another experience that I'll never forget, bro. Watching you play at AFF at Alex Fernandez as a freshman, bro. Because your season started before mine.
Picture ever taking
So
a uniform in game. You took it and it was
From behind you in right field.
Yep, number 28.
Wow, man.
Dude, I remember that so perfectly. You were behind there and I couldn't see you, but I could hear you.
Did you know you were gonna make the varsity team, like as a freshman?
Yeah. That was.
Damn, that was crazy.
That was. Remember there was a tryout, and then there was a huge line, and I threw one to third, and the guy goes,
Yeah.
Right.
He threw a frozen seed from center field
See ya.
to third base, and the guy goes, "That's it, you're good."
I didn't have to hit.
And I was like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Oh, he's good, he's good."
But starting was starting was another thing. But they announced me the starter opening day, and that was preseason.
No, this was preseason though.
Preseason,
right?
I came in, yeah.
I remember.
But starting the opening day, I was starting, and the
first
guy
I was a walk.
and the guy that I took his position with her respectfully, like he was a great dude. He tried to take my legs out like every other day with a cherry bomb. He would like hit my shin hard.
Are you serious?
Bro, it was so funny. He was so mad. He was so sad.
Oh man, poor guy.
No. But he ends up being a good friend of mine like that. I see the guy now and it's hilarious.
No, that's gotta be tough, man. You're a senior, you're expected to play. And then a freshman comes in, and they gave him an opportunity, though. They gave him an opportunity.
Yeah.
And whatever, that's not my decision, And Cory ended up like on the third, fourth game starting, But I remember, man, I picked them up, of course, from practice every day,
Yeah.
And I remember having this conversation, and I said, "Son, you're gonna make varsity. And not only are you gonna make varsity, you keep trying hard, you're gonna play."
Oh yeah, those conversations right there.
You're gonna play under the lights. I remember having that conversation.
Those conversations
Remember
right
at
there.
St. Thomas.
Yes, bro, that's true.
And I said, "You're gonna play under the lights in St. Thomas."
Those combos right there were like, oh, then I'm good.
Now I'm playing.
Yeah.
I think we never really understood what it was not, and I think that's a testament, right? Like being successful at a young age and surrounding yourself, like you said earlier, Armando, surrounding yourself with people that are at a different level. Like the conversation of not doing that was never the case. It was like
it wasn't a
it
possibility.
wasn't a matter of when, or it wasn't a matter of if. It was when.
Yeah.
Like we were gonna play varsity.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, as a younger, like my confidence was there, but then there's little times where I needed that. Like,
Yeah, of
that
course.
you probably didn't even realize, but I'm like, Dad, I know. But realistically, I'm like, shit.
Can I do it?
Yeah, because just like you, at 14 years old, you're playing with 18, 19-year-olds.
Man.
Yeah.
No matter what, it's a big difference. And there was 3 or 4 guys at Goldman that looked 24.
Dude, like full on beard, like.
Oh, I remember.
There was some studs in that team. They're good players, but older players,
Yeah.
And I saw this kid, Lago, 14 years old, and I'm like, wow, man, but he hung in there, man.
Yeah.
He hung in there. And one thing I told him, I said, you see the guys that are always talking in the outfield, you see how they're jogging at balls. I go, you were taught differently.
Dude,
I go, you were
I
taught differently.
love BP because that's when everyone's eating crap.
Yeah.
And I'm laying out, like my uniform
Yeah,
is
man.
disgusting by the end of practice.
You will see
I
him
love
running and diving or catching, and you know how I showed to you guys, you catch and pretend it's a play.
Always.
So you get under it, right? Boom, you catch it, and then you crow hop. Whether you throw it or not, you go over that.
Yeah.
You go over that. These guys, the seniors, were I'm gonna play. I played last year.
Yeah.
So they will, pow, and hey, man, you going out tonight? And I would look at him and I said, you stick with what you know.
Yeah.
Stick with what you know. And you know what happened, man? I was always there. And one of the coaches was the assistant coach, but he had the most experience as a head coach. But he had backed off, and now he was the assistant coach.
Mm-hmm.
And he were playing at Alex Fernandez Field, and he was telling the coach, when are you gonna do it? When is it? Who are you scared of? Do what you gotta do. You know he's better. And I didn't know what they were talking about. And the guy was saying to put this guy in. Because as a guy, I'll give the guy a shot. And he knows those parents, and he was he was saying, senior, And the other guy was, no. The other guy was, no, man, this guy's turn.
Yeah.
Put him in. Do it. You want to do it.
Done.
And I was like, whoa. And then I just saw him out there.
You never left.
Never. Hit 408 his freshman year.
Oh! That was
You're bad.